Namaste and welcome to this Let's Chat video. I'm Sureka from Soma Guidance and I'm really happy to be presenting this video today to you from the Yoga in the Sun studios. In this video I will open up into some of my own research as well as personal experience and insights about how sound and mantra can guide you through your yoga practice. We will explore what a mantra is and then delve into the mantras for the Surya Namaskar, and finally the beeja mantras of the chakras. The Charaka Samhita is an ancient Ayurvedic text. Ayurveda itself is one of the pillars of our Vedic literatures, and it specifically explores health for the longevity of human life. It's interesting to note that in these texts, it describes the development of the fetus, and it explains to us that the first sensory organ that we develop is our sense of sound. It is for this reason that a pregnant mother is advised to listen to scriptures and mantras during her pregnancy, as this sends divine vibrations to the baby waiting to be born into this material world. These sounds create spiritually supporting vibrations that undoubtedly hold the secret to peace of our minds. So sound has a fundamental role to play in our lives. The sounds around us create subtle vibrations which frame our experiences and connections into life. In Sanskrit, much like Latin, words are compounded together to breathe essence into them. Mantra is such a word. It's made up of two words, manas, meaning the mind, and tra, meaning freedom. We can therefore understand that mantra actually means freedom from mind. But why such a deep, intentful focus into the mind? What's so wrong with the mind? What's the use of controlling it? And what's the power or value in controlling it? The mind is a reflection of the magnetic resonance of our consciousness and our level of awareness into that consciousness. One simple word to explain this is our karma. Our whole life from beginning to end is determined by this resonance. If we are able to break out of this resonance, we experience liberation from the entanglements of our material bondage. So a mantra, if you're interested to determine your life by the goal of liberation, can assist you to expand into this space of all-encompassing awareness. As a side note, I want to highlight that this all takes time to master within the self. This is why we're granted a lifetime to cultivate our practices. Albeit some lifetimes are shorter than others, but more often than not, lives are long-lived so we can use our time to master these practices. Our mind is therefore like a metaphorical padlock, and a mantra a metaphorical key. The padlock of the mind keeps us locked into thoughts and therefore behaviour patterns which we've looped ourselves into over many years, decades and even lifetimes. This is what is called ignorance or avidya. With the aid of mantras, we can expose these incredibly subtle vibrations which are keeping us locked in so we can unchain the maddening and release into emancipation. As one of my favourite modern day prophets sang, Bob Marley, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our minds. This is our job to undo, and the people around us are merely stage setters to ensure we receive the karma of our conditioning, and at the same time also we receive the desire to seek salvation. There are many Vedic mantras out there, and actually in Vedic tradition a guru or teacher is the best placed person to gift you a mantra and also support you through your practice of mantra meditation. Why is it so important to have a teacher? In my opinion, this is for two reasons. Firstly, a guru well versed in Vedic sciences will actually be able to also understand astrology, and astrology is a science which examines the karma of a human soul. In this way, this person is best placed to find the best mantra for you according to your karma. Also, a teacher should be experienced to hold you through the purging which occurs during your practice. What happens is we detach ourselves from our minds can be incredibly disorientating and bewildering, and the mind is gaining new dimensions of perspective in observation of itself. But please don't become fearing of this path. This path is presented itself to you because you are now ready to embark into this journey. Gurus are one and all, in my opinion, and God works through this thread in our life. We can learn to discriminate what is for us and how we need to walk it. Picking a mantra in this sense should be very straightforward. Life is organising and aligning itself perfectly so the right things can offer themselves at the right time to you. This is surrender. So you've now been practicing your Surya Namaskar for 17 days. Each posture in the Surya Namaskar has actually assigned to it a mantra. These mantras can be listened to whilst you are practicing your rounds of Surya Namaskar. So perhaps now you can also think about playing some music to assist your movement into different rhythmic patterns and also stronger divine vibrations. These mantras are as follows. Om Matraye Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Shuryaye Namaha. Om Bhavane Namaha. Om Kagaye Namaha. Om Pushnaye Namaha. Om Hiranye Garbhaye Namaha. Om Marichaye Namaha. Om Adityaye Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Akaye Namaha. Om Bashkare Namaha. I will leave a few links in the description box below for some suggestions of videos and sounds and music that you can practice to in your Surya Namaskar rounds, and you can use it for your own personal exploration. So from my own experience of healing, one practice which has helped me immensely has been the listening or chanting of the chakra beeja mantras. In the Vedic text, there are many beeja mantras, and I say this because Sarah has made mention and a presentation of some beeja mantra sounds, but the chakra beeja mantras are a little different. In my experience, the chakra beeja mantras are simple, powerful, and incredibly beautiful. They have truly helped me to heal at my greatest time of need. The chanting starts from the base of the root chakra and moves up the spine to finally reach up into the crown chakra. As you work up the spine, chanting each sound, you can imagine the colours of each chakra and bring the vibration of the sound with your voice and imagination to each corresponding area. Once you have reached the crown chakra, you will notice that there is no sound associated to it. This is where we make communication with divinity in silence. There is no defined form here, and in fact, this is where we learn to trust and surrender ourselves. Once we have navigated from the root up to the crown chakra, we then navigate back down to the root chakra, downwards. This is really important to do because it will keep you grounded, not just in your practice, but in your everyday life. So when you move back down, you come from the silence back down into each of the sounds of the chakras to the root chakra. You can do this as many times as you want, going from the root back up to the crown, from the crown back down to the root. But you should always come back down to the root. Sometimes you may feel like you need to spend more time in one area over another. For example, you may find that the sound of a particular chakra whilst you're chanting it may get stuck or sound different or just a little bit strained. Whatever it is, it will just feel different. In this case, just spend some extra time there in that area, focusing in on the colour of that chakra and making notes of any thoughts and feelings or memories that may be emerging whilst you're working here. Over the course of the coming months, I will be offering some meditation sessions here at Yoga in the Sun, and you're more than welcome to come and join. In your personal practice, I would recommend that you use this in a quiet space so you can fully concentrate and engage your concentration whilst you're moving into the different areas in your body. You can do this seated, or you could do it lying down. You can do it before your Shavasana, after you've done your Surya Namaskar practice, or you may even do it on a separate occasion, completely as its own practice. It's incredibly relaxing and soothing. You may even find yourself falling into a light sleep as your subtle body goes into a state of rest and repair. Thank you for taking time to listen to this video today. I hope that you've enjoyed the content and it's been of use for you. If you have any comments for us, please drop them down in the comment section below. It's really helpful for us. It keeps us inspired, keeps us going. And remember to keep going with your tracker form as well. Keep jotting down how your progress is going, and it will be a nice way of you reflecting on your own work when you're out of this practice, and just to maybe inspire you maybe later on in the year, or maybe even many years to come from now. It's a really nice way for you to reflect back. Also take the time to remind you that Yoga in the Sun is offering a free yoga class to any new students, and I myself, Sureka from Soma Guidance, is offering 10% off any of my healing services, including Reiki, Thai yoga massage, oracle card readings and shamanic journey work. Alright, thank you very much, and all the best for these last few days of your Surya Namaskar practice. We look forward to seeing you all on Friday, and take care. All the best. Namaste.